Morning folks, back again at the Galaxy Saturn. So, that last 3 videos up, you guys seem to be enjoying the repair on this thing, if I can repair it. I'm still not guaranteed here I'm going to repair it, but you know, I'm going to give it a try. Anyways, so this morning I took a bit of time to go through the PLL synthesizer. And I haven't done any frequency checks here yet with the scope or counter or anything. This part here, I have done nothing with it yet. But I did go through the PLL, which is the MC145106P, which is this little critter sitting right there. And I went through the voltages on that. That's supposed to be there on channel 40, 27405. And, well, pin 1, pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is good. We got pin 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are good. But we have issues with pin 7, pin 8, and pin 9. Pin 7 is supposed to be 4.7 volts. It's at 7.3. Pin 8 is supposed to be at 7 volts. Pin 8, 7 volts, it's at 1.8 volts. Pin 9 is at 0 volts, it's supposed to be 8 volts. So, what does that mean to you? Well, this is what it means right here. So, what we got here, we have a phase detector. We have an on lock equals 0, lock equals 1. And pin 9 would be the programming pin. So, that's normal and issues. So the phase lock is at 7.3 volts. The unlock lock is at 1.8 volts, and program pin is at 8 volts. So it appears to me that we have the PLL is unlocked. Hence why she's going for a walk and just gibberish. So now we had to figure out why the PLL is unlocked. Wow. So we're going to have to check some voltages here, or frequencies, see if any of the oscillators are working, see if the VCO is working, or if the mixer is working, or if anything in this section here is working. Because something here is definitely amuck, no doubt. So that's where we are right now. So we have a PLL unlock condition. What's causing that? Well, that's what we need to find out next. Okay, so we definitely got a PLL unlock condition going on with this radio. I've already replaced a few components that figure could be the issue, but to no avail. So right now I'm just checking some of the synthesizer frequencies. My probe and my realistic Radio Shack frequency counter. A dandy, by the way. So let's just check the synthesizer for on D27 on bandit side. On TP6, L26, 27, 28. And of course 10240. So the 10240 is okay. The 10695 for CW is okay. 10695 for upper sideband is okay. The 10695 for lower sideband is okay. I tweak them a little bit, but they're now on par. Now we have the test pin frequencies, which are supposed to be in a 16 megahertz range. These are either on 17 megahertz or 30 megahertz. So, yeah, test pin 3 is definitely not working correctly at all. And then we have test pin 2. Should be able to adjust L17 for 5 volts at least, and I cannot get 5 volts on channel 40 on band E. So test pin 3 is out to lunch totally. So yeah, or test pin 2 rather. So that's where we're to now. We have a PLL unlock condition going on with this Galaxy Saturn. The VCO control here doesn't seem to be doing jack. So the whole VCO circuit is pretty much toast. Well, not working correctly anyway. I checked the 10240 crystal directly. I have, there is 10.24 megahertz on there. But the PLL right here, yeah, something's amuck. I don't know if it's the PLL or what. And the radio shows signs of being modified at some point. So it is possible the PLL chip or the adders right here could be, you know, damaged. It's hard to say. So, yeah, not looking good for this Galaxy Saturn. She's still spinning away there all over the band. So if I go from band A, she's gone for a walk. Band B, band C, band D. So A, B, C, and D, and E. So yeah, this ain't doing nothing. The radio also do not transmit. There's no transmit. There's no receive. I put a signal generator into this thing, and she's not receiving. She's not transmitting, obviously, because the PLL had a lock. So that is where we're to now. This entire section here. What's causing this unlock condition is that what I'm trying to figure out. I made up this little chart basically to show where the test pins are. So we have test pin 6 is over here, test pin 2 is right here, test pin 3, test pin 4, test pin 3. So, and what I have circled in green, I've replaced. I've replaced C86, I've replaced TR25, or I should say C86, TR25, C84, C81, and I've checked 10240. So, but the PLL is still unlocked. Test pin 2, which is right here, I'm supposed to be able to get 5 volts on test pin 2. So test pin 2 is on this trace right here. Just goes across. That's why I was thinking, okay, maybe these two capacitors here might be bad. So I replaced 2 of these. 2 of these are tantalum repeaters, capacitors. So I swapped 2 of those. So I am not getting my 5 volts on this circuit here at all. So it's a bit perplexing what's going on here. But yeah, I'll say PLL, the PLL voltages seem okay except for pin 9, which is showing like 8 volts. Went over that in the last little clip. I think it was pin 9 or pin 8. I don't know what it was. I think it was pin 9. But yeah, that's where I'm to. So gotta love it or not. Anyway, let's see something here. Let's get the schematic up here. As soon as it loads. This computer I'm using here is pretty dang slow. Very slow, actually. I'm not sure if this one will show me a schematic. This is another version of Service Manual that I managed to download. It's a bit better. Here we go. Let's zoom up here. Alright. Alright, so test pin 2. So I'm now getting my 5 volts off of this line. Now we do have a diode, D31. D31, D32. So I'm not sure if that would have anything to do with it. Perhaps D31 could be damaged, not supplying any voltage, or the proper voltage, or whatever D31 is doing here. This is the first time I've ever worked on the Galaxy Saturn, so, you know. So, yeah, test pin 2. Can't get the 5 volts on that there test pin. So, without getting the 5 volts on that test pin, it's hard to figure out what's going on here. So, definitely a parallel unlock issue. There's like no doubt in my mind. What's causing that to happen now, that's what we need to figure out. Anyway, a little update video on the Galaxy Saturn for you. Don't want to bore you too much going around in circles here. But that is the update right now. So, yeah. Can we figure it out? Don't know. Anyway, we shall continue.